Welcome back, everybody. Tam Stone, aka Special Agent Tam. Today, we're going to talk about the top five parks in OC. That's Oregon City, or the original OC. If you didn't know, it was the first city to be incorporated west of the Rocky Mountains, way back in the day. So I call it the OG OC. So if you're thinking about Oregon City, or you're not, maybe you should put it on your radar, and I'll have a lot of reasons why. What we're going to do today is take you on a map tour and throw in some additional video of the 5 top parks, in my estimation, in the Oregon City area. So let's start it off. Let me share my screen with you so that you can see what it is I'm talking about and where. So first things first, let's talk about where Oregon City, this is us, Oregon City here, is in relation to the bigger city you probably know, Portland. So here we are. Portland is a 35 minute drive from Oregon City, depending on which direction you go, lots of different ways to get there. And we're about the same distance, 25 minutes, because it's a straight shot up 205, depending on traffic, to the Portland airport. Just give you a little bit of information on that so you can kind of get an idea. If you're looking in the Portland metro area, Oregon City is very close, and it's my hometown. And I live here again. So let's talk about it and the top 5 parks. Okay, so well, Hillendale came up. It's not the top. It's not number 5, but it's in there. Okay, so the top 5. Number 5 is Tyrone S. Woods. This is a big dog park right by the Oregon City High School. Really cute place, lovely in the evening time. The sunsets there are pretty incredible. But if you have doggos and you're looking for a great park in town, this is the place to go. I wouldn't miss it. So you can see some pictures here of what it looks like in the evening time. And let's show you in relation. It's close to not only Oregon City High School, but also Clackamas Community College is right there as well. So one really great reason to go there is for the doggos. And then we're going to move over to Hillendale Park. At Hillendale Park, we have some really special things here. So this is top 4. This is number 4 on the top 5 list of parks in Oregon City. And Hillendale Park made the list because of the pickleball courts that they have there. So pickleball is kind of all the rage these days. And so if you want to join a club and play pickleball with some of your friends or get into pickleball for the first time, that is the place to go. You also have some great play structures for the kiddos there, a little bit of a walking path. You cross a little creek a couple times in that, and it's a really large park. There's a couple different parking spots where you can park and then hang out with the family, picnic, take in a little softball, t-ball game there at the park and play with the kiddos. So, and they're really close by. So Oregon City, within the city limits here, it ends here at Henry C. Road at this point in time, is not very large. You can get from A to B in maybe 10 minutes. Not a lot of traffic in there unless you're hitting 213, the main thoroughfares. So 213 here, Malala Avenue, and Beaver Creek. Beaver Creek here. So not a huge town, but you get the best of all worlds because you can be in kind of the city-ish area down here. And then, like I said, the city limits kind of stops here. And then you get into some more rural areas out this direction. You'll have a little bit of bigger plots here, and then you get into the acreage out this way. So you have whatever it is that you're really interested in terms of being able to have neighbors close by, walkability, if that's what you're interested in, or something with a little bit more space and room for you and your family or whoever it is that you're living with. And then the farther out you go, the more space you have. So you have your choice of things of that nature. The next park that we went to was Rivercrest. So number 3 on our list is Rivercrest. Let's see, where is it? Oh, here we go. So Rivercrest is a really cool park because it's got a splash pad. So again, for the kiddos, if this is something that you're interested in and have kids to show, here's a little bit of a splash pad for when it's hot out. It's the end of May right now, and it's been pretty warm a handful of days. It's been in the 90s, 80s and 90s a lot this May so far. June happens tomorrow, and we'll see where the weather takes us from here. So one of the other really great things about living in this area is your access to bodies of water. Pretty incredible. Not only do you have a ton of parks to choose from, we're just talking about the top 5 today. Well, I'll probably throw in some bonuses, as I like to do. But you do have a lot of access to water. So you can drop in paddle boards, go float the river. There's jet skis that you can rent, kayaks that you can rent. You can, go to take it to Willamette Falls, which is really cool. There's the Cove. There's all kinds of places that you can go to beat the heat and get in the water, get your tan on, and do your summertime sorts of things. So Rivercrest has a splash pad. It also has cornhole. It's got another baseball diamond there. It's got basketball hoops and tennis courts and lots of green grass just to hang out and kick a ball around or play catch, and bring the dogs there too. They need to be on leashes there. At Tyrone S. Woods, it's off-leash park, so that's part of the reason why I put it on the list on the top. For all of you people, I know that there are tons of people who their dogs are their babies. I'm sort of similar. I have 2 little Frenchies, and I have an adult son and a stepdaughter, and so they're all my babies, but definitely my fur babies are pretty intense in my world right now. So having a dog park that I can take them to and let them run around and play is pretty cool. Then number 2 on our list is Newell Creek. Newell Creek is in the heart of the city. Let's see if I can find it. Where did it go? I really like it because I recently took up mountain biking. So one of the cool things about Newell Creek, let's look at some photos here, are the trail systems. So you have tons of trails to choose from. You can take a bike ride. There's easy trails and there's medium trails. There's a little bit of a waterfall and a bridge. Really great nature to just walk in. So, you're just a few minutes outside of the city, and here you are in this beautiful nature, being able to ride your bikes and hang out with your kids and even the grandparents. So these trails are really well maintained. They're not super difficult. Like I said, there's the easy trails that you can take pretty easily. If you're just starting out mountain biking like myself, it's really nice to be able to go there and do a loop with your clippies or not, depending. I don't like to use clippies because I feel like I can't hop out or hop off my bike very easily. But to take in all of this nature right here in the heart of the city is really freaking cool. There's a little bit of a parking lot there and picnic tables and some really cool stuff to take in. And actually, I went with my stepdaughter and my son right around Halloween, and the houses right there really do it up on Halloween. Like, they have some really great Halloween decorations. So take in the sights there. So here we have a picture of some of the loops that happen. So the loops that you can take, this is where you come to begin with. And then, you have shared use trails, hiking only trails, and bike only trails. So nice to know that you have options there to be able to do whatever it is that you're interested in, and see a little bit of some beautiful nature right there in the heart of the city. I want to go back. Let's look at Hillendale Park and look at some of these pictures and see what comes up. So, we did take a little bit of video. There's some play structures for the kiddos. Another little body of water there that you walk over, the duck pond. Here are the pickleball courts. So pretty cool. It looks like it's a popular place to go. So awesome there. And we'll look at Tyrone again and see what kind of pictures come up on this. So there's the doggos off leash, just having a good old time. Oh yeah, there's this, oh man, if this doesn't bring back memories of what it was like as a child to have these play structures out and about, climbing and doing all the cool rad things that kids like to do. Just pretty spectacular. And have all of these things within a few minutes of each other. So you want to go take the dogs to the off-leash park and let them run around for a little bit. And then you want to be able to go play some pickleball right there. Super easy to do. Then you want to hop on a bike and do a little bit of mountain biking. You got that just a few minutes away. So pretty dang spectacular. Now I want to take you to the number one spot on our list is Clackamas Park. Clackamas Park is right here at the confluence of the Clackamas River and the Willamette River. You got some kayak rentals you can do there. You can also rent jet skis, and you can take those up to, let's see if I can move over here, where that should be. Here's the scenic. Okay, so the falls are right here. Willamette Falls are right here. So you can go rent a kayak and kayak up there, paddleboard up there if you have your own paddleboards or you want to rent some. You can jet ski up there, but really, really cool to be able to just get on the water right there and do all of those things. But at the park itself, there's Horseshoes, there's a skate park, lots of places where you can picnic, you can fish right on the banks there, float the river if you want to. Lots of things to do with the family there. We were just there the other day. My husband and I took a mountain bike ride along the trail that's close by there. I'll kind of show you on the map here in a second, but some really cool things that you can do here at Clackamas Park. They do allow boats depending on how deep the water is and then what kind of boat that you have. But typically it's going to be a lot of paddleboarding. And there's an RV park there as well. And so if you have family who's coming in to town and they want to camp, there's a really great space for them to do that. Let's go back to the map and I'll show you the trails that we took. So there is this trail right here, this green spot. This is the Cove, what we call the Cove. It was a rock quarry here. So the Clackamas River Trail. And this starts right by the Cove here. There's a little parking spot right here. And you can drop your bike or take a hike along this trail that goes all the way to kind of High Rocks right here. It crosses over. There's a little footbridge that crosses over into Gladstone. And then we actually took that, crossed over 99E, otherwise known as McLaughlin. And then we went through the Meldrum Bar Park Road to Meldrum Bar. So we were here. The thing about that, this is in Gladstone, so it's really close by. You can bike there, obviously. It's like a 10-mile loop that we did. And here they have RC cars. Let's see if we can pull this one up. So it's not in Oregon City, but it's right across the bridge from it. And they have this RC car track that was so cool. Let's see if they have any video of it. Oh yeah, look at that. And those guys were just ripping. There's also this, it's a little overgrown. I think somebody needs to come with a weed eater. But there was this really crazy pump track. Definitely for the BMX bikes, because my husband, he's a cyclist and he was on his mountain bike and it was a little too crazy for him. But super sweet places here in and around Oregon City. But Oregon City is spectacular. Other things to know about these parks. Carnegie Park is right by the library. And a lot of times they have movies in the park and concerts in the park there. A lot of other parks in the area that you can go to and hang out for specific reasons depending on what's going on there, but lots of activities here in the parks in and around our area. The last bonus that I'm going to show you is over here on the Clackamas River. So it doesn't come up as a park, excuse me, but I wanted to show it to you because it actually was a spot where some of Twilight was filmed. So my son went and jumped around and took some pictures and video of that area back there. There's a little kind of a trail, but not really, but some really cool spots back there. And there's a lot of googly eyes. People have placed large googly eyes on the rocks out there, and it's really, really funny. But if you are a Twilight fanatic and you're interested in checking out some spots where Twilight was filmed, we do have one in Oregon City, and then another across the bridge at Carver, the Carver Cafe. Some of the cafe parts of Twilight was filmed in there as well. So, like I said, Oregon City is a great place. I moved back, and I'm going to have some additional videos for you as to why you should have Oregon City on your radar if you're looking to move to the Portland metro area. And I would love to help you do that. If you're relocating from out of state, I am a relocation specialist, and I have realtors across the nation who I work with and can set you up with, no matter what state you're in finding somebody to help you list your house out there if that's something that you are in need of. And then we can make sure to coordinate the sale of your house on that side and the purchase of your house on this side. I do work outside of Oregon City in the Portland metro area, but Oregon City has my heart because I was born and raised here, and now I'm back. So thank you so much for watching this edition of Special Agent Tam, and I hope you watch additional videos, ask any questions, reach out if you're interested in relocating here or the Portland metro area.